Hello, welcome to the Residency section of the U of E Justice Center website. Glad to have you. Disclaimer. The information provided is not legal advice, but is provided for informational purposes only. If you are in need of legal advice, we advise you consult with an attorney. What is permanent residency? A permanent resident is someone who has immigrated from another place. Having a permanent resident card, also known as a green card, allows you to live and work permanently in the United States. The steps you need to apply for a green card vary depending on your individual situation. Eligibility categories. In order to apply for a green card, you must be eligible under one of the categories listed in the upcoming slides. For an in-depth list, feel free to view the USCIS website or refer to the residency page of the ULV Justice Center website to see all information and descriptions. Category 1. Green Card through Family. You may be eligible to apply as an immediate relative of a U.S. citizen if you are the spouse of a U.S. citizen, unmarried child under the age of 21 of a U.S. citizen, or a parent of a U.S. citizen who is at least 21 years old. You may also be eligible to apply as a fiancé, widow or widower, or VAWA self-petitioner under this section. Category 2. Green Card through Employment. You may be eligible to apply as an immigrant worker if you are a first preference worker, a second preference immigrant worker, or a third preference immigrant worker. You may also apply as a physician national interest waiver or as an investor. Category 3. Green Card as a special immigrant. You may be eligible to apply as a religious worker if you are a member of a religious denomination coming to the U.S. to work for a nonprofit religious organization. Under this category, you may also be eligible if you are an immigrant juvenile who was abused, abandoned, or neglected, an Afghanistan or Iraq national who served as a translator for the U.S. government, or international broadcaster or employee of an international organization. Category 4. Green Card through Refugee or Asylee. You may be eligible to apply as an asylee or refugee if you were granted asylum status at least 1 year ago or admitted as a refugee at least 1 year ago. Category 5. Green Card for Human Trafficking and Crime Victims. You may be eligible under this category if you currently have a T non-immigrant visa or if you have a U non-immigrant visa. Category 6. Green Card for Victims of Abuse. You may be eligible to apply as a VAWA self-petitioner victim of battery or extremely cruelty under this category if you are the abused spouse or child of a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. Category 8. Green Card through Registry and Other Categories. You may be eligible for a green card if you have continuously resided in the U.S. since before January 1st, 1972. You also may be eligible under the Diversity Immigrant Visa Program and more. Feel free to glance back at the ULV Justice Center website to see the exhaustive list. General Application Process. Although the application process will vary depending on your situation, the general application is as follows. Someone or you will file an immigrant petition. After the USCIS approves the petition, you will file a green card application or a visa application. After completing these steps, you will have a biometrics appointment. You will then attend a scheduled interview. After completing these steps, you will receive a decision on your application. Forms/templates. As mentioned before, different situations will have different processes. Included in the following slides are some forms that can be completed depending on your situation. Most people who apply for a green card will need to complete at least 2 forms. such as an immigrant petition and a green card application, Form I-485. Form I-130, Petition for Alien Relative. The purpose of this form is to establish a relationship with an eligible relative to help them immigrate to the United States and get a green card. In order to complete this form, you will need a copy of your birth certificate, contact information, and proof of family relationship, such as marriage documents and 2 identical passport-style photographs of yourself and spouse, if they live in the United States. You can access this form for free on the USCIS website, along with instructions on how to fill out the form. Once you have completed this form, you will file the form with Form I-485 at the corresponding lockbox facility, which mainly depends on where you live. Form I-485, Application to Register Permanent Residence. The purpose of this form is to apply for lawful permanent resident status if you are in the United States. In order to complete this form, you will also need to complete Form I-944 and Form I-864 to prove self-sufficiency. You will also need to supply contact information along with criminal history, if any. You can access this form for free on the USCIS website, along with instructions on how to fill out the form. Once you have completed this form, you will file the form at the corresponding lockbox facility. This has been an overview of the Residency section on behalf of the ULV Justice Center. We thank you for your time and hope this information is helpful in your legal matter.